Welcome, dear learners. Today, the topic we'll be discussing is Augustan age. So, we see Augustan age, which is from 1700 to 1750. These are the prominent writers of Augustan age. First, we have Daniel Defoe on the top, and in the second row, we have Henry Fielding and Oliver Goldsmith. And the last row, we have Richard Steele, Joseph Addison, Alexander Pope, on which we call him as the age of Pope also, and we also have Jonathan Swift. So these are the authors we'll be discussing in this particular age. Augustan age is from the late 17th century to mid 18th century. It includes the reign of the British monarchs William III, Queen Anne, and the first two Georges. This age is also called as Classical Age because it is named after the Latin poet Virgil, whose work was highly regarded during this period, and many writers, including Alexander Pope, they tried to imitate the style of classical writers. And this age is often associated with the values of reason, order, and intellectual elegance. The age of Pope is called the Classical Age and sometimes the Augustan Age of English literature. Coffee houses were very popular and it becomes the discussion places of business as well as literary reviews. The important political decision taken in this Augustan age is Union of Scotland and England, which happened in 1707. Alexander Pope is considered as the greatest poet of the classical period. He was considered as a model poet and the first rank of men of letters. His works include four pastorals, which is the short poems on spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And he has also written Windsor Forest and essay on criticism. The Rape of the Lock is a masterpiece of Alexander Pope, which is a heroic comical poem written at the request of Pope's friend John Carroll. The Rape of the Lock is important because it is an excellent example of well written satire. It focuses on themes that are important to society, such as an obsession with physical appearance and exaggeration of trivial matters. In this particular poem, Pope manages to be critical of society, humorous in his satire, and tragic in his telling at the same time. The rape of the lock, the word rape means here to seize or to take or to snatch. It refers to how the Baron, Lord Peter, seizes Belinda's lock of hair. The other works include translation of Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, and Pope had perfected the heroic couplet. Epistles of Horace imitated, the Dunciad, an epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot, his essay on man, are also important in the works of Alexander Pope. Next, we move to Jonathan Swift, who was a prominent satirist of Augustan age, known for works such as Gulliver's Travels, A Modest Proposal, and A Tale of a Tub. His satirical writings targeted social and political institutions using allegory and irony to expose hypocrisy and corruption. Gulliver's Travels is an important work where the theme of society is seen. He travels to so many places and he learns about different types of human qualities from the societies he experiences. Gulliver's Travels, it comes under different genres, like it is described as a Menippean satire, a children's story, proto-science fiction, and thus it becomes a forerunner of a modern novel. Next, we move to Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. Addison and Steele were periodical essayists and they published The Spectator. Their essays addressed various topics, including literature, society, and especially they concentrated to uphold the moral values, and thus their works helped shape the literary and intellectual culture of the Augustan age. Next, we move to the four wheels of the novel: Samuel Richardson, Henry Fielding, Tobias Smollett, and Lawrence Sterne. These four writers are called the four wheels of the novel, by which this particular novel genre became popular among the reading public. The prose fiction is also called as novel, and this word is derived from the Latin word novella, which means a new story. And The first novel is published by Samuel Richardson, the father of the English novel, and Pamela is the first English novel. Samuel Richardson is known for its epistolary novels, where epistolary, it means it is in the form of letters, particularly Pamela and Clarissa. His novels explore themes of virtue, morality, and the plight of women in society, especially. He concentrates on the construction of characters and bringing in psychological insights. Henry Fielding is considered as one of the pioneers of the English novel and is also known as the father of English novel. His most famous novel, Tom Jones, belongs to the humorous and adventurous category, which criticizes the social and the moral conditions of his time. Fielding's novels are characterized by their lively narrative style, witty dialogue, and colorful characters. Tobias Smollett is known for his elements of satire and adventure. His works are Roderick Random, Humphrey Clinker, and he is known for lively humor, a keen eye for social observation, and his novels reflect the criticism of the society and the institutions of his time. Lawrence Sterne is best known for his novel The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy, The Gentleman. His work is notable for experimental narrative structure and unconventional storytelling techniques. Thus, today we have discussed the important writers of the Augustan age, starting from Alexander Pope, moving to Jonathan Swift, and we also discussed the periodical essayist Addison and Steele and the four wheels of the novel. Thank you.